This is a very, very important video. Over the weekend, Bitcoin got another big move to the upside, over 11%. And one of the major fundamental things that is driving Bitcoin's relentless pump to the upside is all the hype about the Bitcoin ETF that is just around the corner. In fact, you even got mainstream media right now saying that the next Bitcoin bull run is underway, calling for that $100,000 Bitcoin target in 2024. The sun is finally shining once again on the Bitcoin price, but there are a few warning signs we need to be aware of. So this is going to be a very balanced video given to you from somebody who actually trades these markets day in and day out, telling you exactly what we need to be paying attention to right now in this moment during this massive pump amongst all the hype with the ETF. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. Right out of the gate, I'm going to say that I'm objectively bullish on this Bitcoin chart for the following two reasons. First of all, we are in a massive uptrend that we've been in since January of 2023 when we first changed market structure on the weekly time frame, and we are right now breaking out of the most important resistance level that we have on the chart for the past 2 years, the high volume node of the entire last bull market. This is showing that the market absolutely wants to trade Bitcoin at higher prices, and right now the probabilities are more so that we will continue to the top of this range around $50,000. Another 20% move to the upside, which could happen very, very quickly within the next few days or weeks. And the reason why is because when we look at this weekly chart, we can see there's really no resistance until we get to that area, right? It's pretty crazy. You can see just below this area of resistance, we had a few weeks of consolidation, but now that we're above that level, it could be smooth sailing. Now, I do have to give a major shout out to the Casper Crew VIP Discord because we have been longing these higher lows all throughout the range, making literally the juiciest profits along the way up. Currently, right now, still in this long trade, which you can see my next target is $47,000. And yesterday, once again, we gave the long setup literally from the exact low of the day, which is the long I'm still in right now. So obviously, I am long on Bitcoin, looking for higher prices, but I do want to throw a word of caution out there, especially for people who are on the sidelines, just about all the hype that's going on with the Bitcoin price right now. When we see massive pumps to the upside like this, we start to get hype. We start to see the mainstream news outlets talk about Bitcoin. Some of my friends I haven't talked to in a very long time are now texting me again. Is this a good time to be getting into Bitcoin? These are all signs that a pullback is coming sooner than a lot of people want to admit, okay? And we need to be prepared for that because when the price is pumping, if we are not long, if we are not already holding Bitcoin, this is not the time necessarily to be buying, although it could work out for you. When it comes to investing, when it comes to trading, it's not about catching the moves. It's actually about sitting down and making a well thought out plan as to how we are going to best capitalize on the price volatility. So right now we need to be aware of the following things. First of all, we did get a big move to the upside over the weekend. And on the CME Bitcoin Futures chart, you can see that this actually made a gap in the candles right over here. This is called a CME Futures Gap, coming in at 39,225. Basically what this is the future markets, they close over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So we had this Friday daily candle for the Bitcoin futures market. We pumped over the weekend, and then the Monday candle actually opened right here higher than the Friday candle closed, leaving behind a gap. Now, many times we see these gaps getting filled. All right, so we do need to keep in mind that as we are getting this big move to the upside, it is becoming more and more unsustainable. The second thing that we need to keep in mind here is the fact that although this, objectively speaking, is a very, very bullish chart, when we just look at the candles here, at the price action, this is also becoming very, very unsustainable. Why? Well, because so far people have been able to use very high leverage to get into long trades here, trailing their stop losses under these lows. And basically what this does is it builds liquidity under these stop losses, where if we do come down to fill the gap, and let's say we drop down a little bit lower, stop losses are going to start getting hit. And that's going to trigger a cascade effect that could very easily see Bitcoin come all the way back down to around that $32,000 level, which is a major support resistance flip going all the way back to January 2022. Am I saying this is going to happen? No. Right now, the probabilities are, as long as we hold above $39,000, we are going to see higher prices. All I'm saying is, if you're not already long, if you're not already holding Bitcoin, technically, this is a little bit risky to be buying here because, well, we have to think, if our target to the upside is $50,000, right? Let's go ahead and put this on the chart. Target to the upside is about 50K, give or take, but the potential target to the downside here is about 32K. This basically means there's more risk than reward right now, right? There's more risk than reward right now because the potential downside is about 24%. The potential upside is about 20%. So what do we do in a situation like this? Well, there's three options. First of all, we could take the gamble. We could say, you know what? Everything's bullish. The news are bullish. My friends are bullish. Bitcoin chart is bullish. We're pumping. Let me just get in here and see what happens. All right. Now that is gambling. And if that's your thing, that's fine. But that is personally not my thing. The second option that we have here is to sit on the sidelines and wait for a good opportunity. Now, there are, in my opinion, two really good opportunities that we have right here for Bitcoin. First of all, if we get a pullback just to close the gap, coming down to around that $38,500, $39,000 area, that could be the opportunity that we're waiting for to basically flush out a lot of those longs from the weekend, right? And then get that move up to higher prices, which now gives us 44%. Well, no, that's way too high. Hang on. 50%. It's giving us about that 20%, 25% move to the upside, only having to risk about 4%, right? The second opportunity is to wait for price to come all the way down to this area. And then what we do is we take along from here where we have a potential 75% gain. Well, once again, we're only risking about 4%. So in this way, we're putting the probabilities in our favor and we're making sure that our potential reward on the investment is 10 times more than the potential risk. Right here, there's 16 times more potential reward than there is risk, as opposed to just getting in right here where it's about equal. Now, the third opportunity is learning how to trade on a lower time frame. Like you can see right here, yesterday in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we were looking at a very low time frame, the 6-minute chart, to say, look, if we're going to continue up from here, this is giving us an entry point with a very, very clearly defined risk and reward, right? And you can see here, we actually hit our major target last night, right? With a very, very clearly defined risk. We're literally, to take this trade, we only had to risk 0.2% for a potential move to the upside of about 2%, right? So this is 10 times more reward than risk. Take a partial profit. And now if we keep pumping, we can let this thing ride. Now, by the way, if you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins, I recommend my exchange MEXC, because literally the best fees out there. You could literally scalp the 5-second time frame using market orders and still be profitable trading on this exchange. And by the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give trade setups like this in advance, it's a wonderful community. If you join, not only do we give the setups like the one here, myself and other instructors like Boyan, giving their trade setups, showing their trades, White Phoenix, same deal in here, but we also have a mini course for beginners going over all the fundamentals of trading so that you don't get wrecked when you come into this. We do multiple live streams every single day for all the market opens, going over our exact trades and our plans. To join the community, go to jasoncaspertrading.com. And also, if you want to get educated, check out our courses that we have here. These are very in-depth courses, including my very inexpensive scalp trading mini course, where I show you how I was able to make $25,000 over the course of 30 days, scalping on very, very low timeframes. Links in the pinned comment and description if you're interested. Now, again, I'm not saying the pullback has to happen right now. There's a very real chance we could get this move very quickly to the $50,000 area. I'm just saying that if we're here to make money and not just here for the hype, we need to come to the drawing board and come up with a clear plan as to how we're going to take advantage of this volatility. And if we do get a very fast move up to here, clearly this move will be very overextended, and we can then look for a pullback from this area, where then, once again, we can look back to the drawing board to get into another potential long trade. So guys, that is it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. May God bless each and every one of you watching and listening in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace!